Hey guys, we're back with the house in Fata Morgana. Last time we finished door 5 and we're on to door 6, which could be the final one. Not positive yet. It's interesting, it takes place from 1099 to question mark. So like, maybe we'll see Mel and stuff again. Like that, I think that's actually possible, but not too sure. There's no other, like, door 5, it just said 1099 and nothing else. And it did skip, like, 2 years or so. Wait. Why is it 1099 then? It should start in, like, 1101 or something. Huh. That's weird. This is my tale and the maid's tale. A tale of a foolish, naive girl. Looking back on it now, I'm ashamed of everything. But I'll tell you my story in its entirety without embellishments. Alright, I need to cough. Okay. I ask that you please not let go of my hand. And so, what is she grabbing there? Okay. The only thing the knights left behind were a garment and a large pool of your blood. Blood that seeped into the fabric and is beginning to dry. When I clenched it in my hand, it made soft crackling sounds. The oppressive stench of death lingered in the tower. Michelle. There's no point in a life without you. You know that, right? You have a wonderful family? You know I can't do that. Hey, Michelle. Answer me. Come back to me. I don't care if it's as a ghost. I just need you here with me. Come back to me. Talk to me about nothing and about everything. Get irritated with me when I do something stupid. Scoff at me whenever I tell a bad joke. Chounce me at chess again. Put your arms around me. One more time. Come on. I'm begging you. If you won't come back to me, then I'll go with you. Go to you. I don't care if that's not what you wanted for me. This world without you is meaningless. Dying won't guarantee you get to see him again. Oh, it's in your head. It's the truth. Yeah. Oh, it's Beato. It's the butterfly. He spends all the time refusing to talk to me. When he finally does, he begs me to save his life. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. You're rather disappointing, to be honest. Who are you? Where are you? Quite daft, aren't you? Wait, hold on. Oh, man! Wait, hold on, I can just... There we go. There. Quite daft, aren't you? Within these walls, I am everywhere. And you've heard of me before. What? I have no... Heavens, you are slow. Is that pretty head of yours only for decoration? But, what? But, no, there's no one else. You might be thicker than these walls, my dear. Although, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You never did believe anything Michelle said about me. You thought he was going mad. Oh, I have to! Like, look, how do I not? It's ahaha.wow. This is brilliant. No, there's no way. Can't be. The cursed witch. Morgana? Oh, you even know my name, do you? It would appear my legend has survived longer than I expected. I suppose I should thank all the humans who passed it down for me. You actually exist? Most certainly do, my dear. As I recall, you don't believe in the supernatural, do you? But it's hard to deny when that very witch is talking to you right this moment. Michelle is not even slightly mad, my dear. Told him he was better off without his insanity, but he refused to listen. He wasn't deranged, his surroundings were. His environment, the people around him, his whole world. Can you imagine how dreadful that must have been? To be the only sane resident in a world gone utterly mad? It's a miracle he managed to keep his head. Remember what you said just before he died, my dear? You said it was all in his head. You said he couldn't tell the difference between an illusion and reality. You said he had long since gone insane. Shouted it at the top of your lungs. No, that's not what I meant. Ah, poor Michelle. If only you had just believed him about the witch. Feel bad for you too, though. You have my pity. What did you ever do to deserve this? Oh, just to be perfectly clear, played no part in either you or Michelle's misfortune. The only force to blame for that is fate. He spent all of his money on the gacha. Oh, I'm never gonna stop that joke. You're a good, honest, joyful, lovable woman. Look at how the world treated you. 4 heads? Dude, she has evolved. Like, I thought Giselle's 3 heads was strong, but this is even more powerful. May I ask you something? Was it you who sealed me in this tower? Yes, it was. That's what Michel wanted. Once, I told him I'd grant his wish, so I did as he asked. That looks like that ended up causing you even more pain. How tragic. So, you're planning to die? Are you hoping to reunite with him in heaven? That plan's destined to fail from the outset, my dear. God teaches that suicide is a sin, and you'll go to hell for that. Then, I will not kill you. Why not? Because I swore to Michel that I would save your life. Poor Giselle. If you have any other wish, I'll be happy to grant it. Can't bear to see you so miserable. A wish. You have but a single desire right now. To see him once more. Oh, it's interesting, the new AI. The new UI. Giselle's roses and, Michelle's leaves. Isn't that right, Giselle? Are you saying you can make that happen? You'll bring him back to life for me? The forces of life and death are outside my realm. That is God's territory, or the angels. However, I can guarantee you this. His reincarnation, no, his reconstruction. His reconstruction? Yes. You can meet him again, not in this life, but in some future life. Just imagine it. Finding your beloved again after overcoming so much tragedy. 10, 20, maybe 100 long years from now, you're finally reunited. Doesn't that sound marvelous? True unparalleled love in its purest form. What do you think? Just because you can bring his soul back, doesn't make it Michel. I want to be with him. That, is it brusque? Impenetrable, slightly immature, but gentle as a butterfly man. Man who sincerely, deeply loved me. It's the same soul in a different body. Can you still call him my Michel? Question mark, exclamation point. My apologies. You beat me to the punchline. You needed such ardor, you threw me off balance. You're exactly right. The idea that if your love is strong enough, you can both be reborn and have the exact same relationship is utter fairy tale nonsense. You must be the same people to have the same love. Which is why I'm not promising his rebirth or reincarnation, but his reconstruction. Your wish can become reality, Giselle. As long as you wish for it with all your heart, it can come true. I'll wish for his reconstruction as well. You have a witch asking you to make this happen, my dear, so you can be confident that it will bear fruit. And he wished for him to remain as himself. If he truly loves you and he too wishes to reunite with you, your wish shall be granted. Will you really wish with me? I most certainly will, my poor, pitiful dear Giselle. Do not trust her. I have read over my echo. I know of Bird Castell's lies. That she'll offer up my most heartfelt prayers to you. I'll wish for it. Till the moment of my death, I'll keep wishing for it, for us to be reunited as the same people. I can't guarantee your reconstruction, though. What? I only said I guaranteed his. Michelle's is the only reconstruction I will wish for. I will not ask for yours. Why not? You're not looking at a benevolent, wish-granting goddess or an angel with a magic bow and arrow. You're looking at a cursed witch. Then how am I to be with him again? I can offer you but one option that will allow me to reunite you with your reconstructed Michel. Tell me, what do I have to do? You must live. Here with me. Live with you? What do you mean? It was Michel who resurrected me, but he cannot serve as my guide. I have work to do. But I cannot do it alone. I need a guide to assist me. Because as you can see, I have no body. If this house did not exist in this world, then perhaps I might be able to give myself form. My soul's form. I don't understand anything you're saying. You don't need to understand. All I need from you is for you to show your utmost hospitality to the people I'm expecting to show up at this mansion someday. Entertain your guests? That's right, my dear. Michelle's not the only one whose reconstruction I'm wishing for. There are others. Several heinous sinners. Is that... I'm assuming that's the people who saw through doors 1 through 3. So I want you to serve as a maid and watch over them when they arrive. And until then, keep the house in good condition. What? What are you scheming? Is that something you truly need to know, my dear? All you need to do is wish. Pray for the day your beloved appears before you again. For the day he wraps his arms around you once more. One word, Giselle. That's all I require. Do you want to see him again? Do you want to hear his voice again? I can promise you you'll have your happiness back. What reason is there to hesitate? There isn't one. Or are you suddenly going to give up? Wonder what will happen if you said no? You disappeared from this world. How will Michelle react when he comes back? Will he be sad, angry, or will he forget about you? Fall into the arms of another woman? No, you can't. Then make up your mind. Will you come with me, or will you throw it all away? I... Don't trust her! If I had given it a little thought, I would have realized she was manipulating me. That she was just telling me what I wanted to hear. But I believed her. I accepted her proposition. As unbelievable as it sounded, my desire for it to be real overpowered everything. It was impossible not to grasp at the straws she was dangling in front of me. That was all I could do at the time. The witch's voice also had an inexplicable power to it. It made me believe, as outrageous as it was, that she really could bring you back, reconstruct you. Maybe because I had seen her turn the door into an immovable wall. Maybe because I had heard her disembodied voice. But I don't think those are enough to explain it. My guess is, she had me under her spell. That's the moment I became the maid. I assure you, I was at that point, still the same Giselle you knew and loved. The sound of the rain never seems to stop. Am I hallucinating it, maybe? From the moment I lent my ear to the witch's sweet temptations, the mansion underwent an unimaginable transformation. No light shone through the windows, despite them still being unobstructed, not morning, day, or evening. In fact, the concepts of morning, day, and evening did not seem to exist. The darkness resembled that of when the windows had all been sealed off. There's something more fundamentally unreal about it. Oh yeah, I just realized we haven't met the painting guy yet. Wonder when he's going to show up. Because he said we'd meet the guy that hated him and the guy that he was eventually, right? I forget the details. Like it was hovering over a vast, all-consuming abyss within a constant haze of malice. Felt like I'd been cast into some unknown reality. That's why there's nothing beyond the windows. And the house was not the only thing that underwent changes. I too was no exception. The blink of an eye, all my human urges vanished. I stopped feeling hungry, and I no longer needed sleep. Naturally, I was bewildered by what was happening to me, what I was turning into. I think I'll take a look around. Maybe there have been other changes. So this is the mansion that the frame story is set in. So meander through the mansion's halls. My original intent was to explore the entire house, but I found myself drawn towards one room in particular. That's right, your bedchamber. There's no light, not a trace of color remaining in your chambers. But the bed was the same shape, the walls the same texture, the curtains the same design as when you had been alive. Michelle, I'm praying, I'm always praying, that someday we'll meet again. Oh, there's something hidden under the bed. What could it be? It's that painting. Right. I never did get to ask why he got so angry about me seeing this. I'm sure it's something he didn't want to be reminded of. Perhaps something to do with his family. I was right not pressing him about it. What? Ah! Oh. Smiling. What the? Did the painting just smirk at me? Oh god. Ah! Oh jeez, Giselle. What were you doing tripping over yourself? It's just that accursed witch messing with your head. No need to get spooked over a tasteless prank. When I stumbled, I guess I knocked over a drawer open. There's something inside. Letters, it looks like? I shouldn't touch these. They're not mine. But I want something of Michelle's to have. Something to remember him by. This letter would be in his handwriting. They would contain his words. Why would he have his own letters? Please forgive me, Michelle. I don't mean you any ill will, but I'm going to take these. I must say there is an impressive number of... Eek! What on earth? Who put blood on my screen? It's like someone dumped an inkwell on every page. But why? Is this the witch's doing? Yeah, it has to be. Must have been her. It definitely wasn't you, Michelle, was it? Okay, that was spooky. Oh, hey, there's the mirror. I remember that. I think that's the front. Yeah, the front door. I wonder what it is like outside. Yeah, I can't get it open. What's going on? The bar isn't set, but it won't budge an inch. It's just like up in the tower. I know, the windows. They should open, then I can... What's going on here? What the heck is going on? Hey, it said heck! No, I gotta change. What the hell is going on? There. It's like there's an invisible wall in front of the window. My hand won't go any further. Oh, do I have to play it? Nah. This is rich. What else can I do but laugh? What in the world? This is madness. Ah! Hurry up, Michelle. Your turn to me. Get me out of here. Please, get me out of here. So did she just have to wait alone for 1,000 years? Well, what, for 600 years for Mel to show up. And you know, them. I had no idea how to explain anything that happened in the mansion. But it's clear enough that I was imprisoned within its walls. I was all alone in the nebulous sphere of bleak darkness. Beyond its walls lay void. The layout of the house remained unchanged, but I felt as though I had wandered into a twisting labyrinth. I could cry, but there's no one there to soothe me. All it did was provoke... Oh. Shut up, Burn Castell. Provoke his disembodied cackling. What she followed with. You chose this, my dear, so you need to hold yourself together and keep wishing. My only real pastime was cleaning. I dusted the same corners again and again, swept the same floors, polished the same dishes. One day, I decided to read the books left in the library. Despite there being more than 100 volumes, finished every one of them in what felt like no time at all. My life was a never-ending cycle. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. The house had no visitors. No one. Rather, nothing at all set foot upon the property. There were no signs of other life whatsoever there. No bird singing in the morning, no cat sunbathing in the garden, no mice scurrying around the kitchen, no creepy crawling insects. I mean, if there's no grasshoppers, I guess it's okay. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that broke the long stretches of silence was her voice. Tell me, was she kind to you? Was she friendly and courteous? Guess she was quite harsh when she spoke to me. There were the kinds of things she was always saying to me. He didn't show up today, did he, my dear? Are you still praying, my dear? Do you think he'll actually come, my dear? Still wishing, just like I promised, my dear. You know why he hasn't come for you, my dear? Because perhaps he doesn't actually love you as much as you thought. My dear. My dear. My dear. Have you lost your mind yet? Shut up! I've had enough. I'm done with you. Enough. Please, enough already. Oh, what's got you so worked up? You love to talk, don't you? So why not have a nice little chat with me? This is not a chat. Maybe not in your mind, my dear. I seem to think chatting only constitutes conversations you enjoy. But I don't think the word's usage needs to be restricted, personally. Just getting off and watching me squirm. Oh, not at all. You'll have all my best wishes if he ever does show up for you. Oh, so scary. They're making that face when he shows up. He might not even recognize you. What? You haven't looked in a mirror recently, have you? Go on then, my dear. See just how frightful you've become. Nice, that mirror. No. The witch was right. I looked nightmarish. I want to see. My face was pale and lifeless, my eyes hollow, my cheeks sunken, heavy bags beneath my eyes. My hair had lost its sheen and it grew wildly. I was quickly losing everything that had made me recognizable as me. That sent a shiver down my spine. No, this isn't me. This is some kind of trick. You're trying to deceive me. Baseless accusations. You really must stop blaming people every time something doesn't turn out the way you want, my dear. But, my face was more what? More expressive? More cheerful? Brighter? Rosier? Alright, you're never this gloomy, were you? Right, I wasn't. I was always more cheerful than this. Naive girl. Could you be any more narcissistic? Huh? What you're looking at is undeniably exactly what you look like now. Time did not do that to you, nor did I. The negative energy oozing from within you is what's causing you to take on this form. Did you think you didn't have any dark, ugly emotions inside you? Did you believe you would always be able to smile, no matter what? Did you assume you were pure and beautiful? No one like that exists, my dear. What you see in the mirror is the true you. Your hideous, twisted heart. If you weren't always being so nasty, this would never have happened. Anyone's heart would be twisted listening to you long enough. So you're saying Michelle's heart was twisted too? Spoke to him for years. No. Just teasing. Suppose I may have crossed the line there. I mean you know ill will, Giselle, honest. Allow me to give you one word of advice, though. Look at yourself in the mirror often. If you continue deteriorating at this rate and end up looking like a corpse, when Michelle comes and sees you, he won't jump for joy or run away, screaming in terror. Stop talking. Please just stop. You know, Giselle, this is only the very beginning. You might not show up for hundreds of years. I can't live that long. Absolutely brilliant. Still think you're alive? What? The moment you agree to come with me, you cease to be of this world. So don't worry about time, my dear. You can wait as long as it takes. As long as it takes for him to arrive. So what you suggested, started checking my appearance in the mirror every day. Wanted to ensure that I didn't turn into some horrifying creature. My hair grew, so time seemed to be passing, but I didn't appear to age at all. The flow of time had become perplexingly vague and uncertain. Was it stopped, or was it moving? I couldn't tell. On occasion, I practiced smiling in front of the mirror. My smile was, after all, my only one real distinctive feature, and certainly you had seen me smiling more than anything. Even if my appearance had changed drastically, I thought, you'd still be able to recognize me by my smile. A woman standing alone in front of a mirror practicing how to smile. Sure, that's quite the comical sight. And that's about how my days went, for an incomprehensibly long time. 1099? Where are we going? 1604? Or 2? Or are we going sometime before that? 1200! Okay, that's a new date. For the first 100 years, I kept track of how much time had passed. An hour a day, a month, a year, 10 years, 50. Once it had surpassed a person's average lifespan, the counting started driving me mad, so I stopped. My sense of time began to numb. In place of sleep, I spent my days in a trance-like state. Doing so, I'm less aware of the passage of time, which made it a little easier to bear. Suspended in this bubble of time, my mind went out to you. Okay, we're still going forward, okay. We're going forward by decades now. The next thing I lost a sense of was myself. I lived as a human for 21 years, after spending nearly 10 times that trapped in the mansion. Began to feel like that's all I had ever been. That maybe my past was all a construction of my imagination. That as an otherworldly being, I merely fantasized about being human. Had I actually had a family? Had there actually been other people in the world? Did cities and villages really exist? Was there ever really a time when light shone through the windows, when we were happy? But I know if I started doubting everything, I wouldn't be able to maintain myself, so I settled on believing one thing. That you, Michelle, were real. That you had been with me. That I had loved you. That it was you I was waiting for. I tried to always remember that one fact. Working under now. My characteristic energy and cheer were disappearing. But then I hardly ever raised my voice again anymore. In response to that change, the witch seemed to treat me a little nicer. On occasion, I thought I could sense her presence nearby. That she might reveal her form to me from beyond the darkness, instead of only speaking to me. Clearly sitting beside me. Giselle, do you think you're still Giselle even now? Suppose it doesn't matter either way. Sometimes I think love and fanaticism, is that how you said that? Are two sides of the same coin. What are you implying? Oh, nothing. I have an idea, though. Why don't we make you some new clothes, my dear? The loom should still work, thanks to your keeping everything in order. That outfit is an artifact of an age long past by now. You know how long it's been? Vaguely, but yes. As you speak, time still marches onward. Not too quickly, but not too slowly. What are the same pace as you're breathing? Just breathe really fast. Now on your feet, Giselle. We have plenty of time, so let's make you the perfect maid's outfit. If we don't have enough materials, we can make more thread from the sheets or curtains. Hehehe. How exciting. Oh. Morgana's left. Following her instructions, I wove garments in a style that did not exist in my area. They were quite strange to behold. The old me might have been stricken with fascination by them, but at that point, wasn't even sure how to rejoice, how to be impressed, or how to be moved anymore. $1,500. Sounds like rain again. Can you stop? What year is it? Oh, it doesn't matter what year it is. It doesn't matter where it is. As long as you're there, it can be anytime, anywhere. Where are you, Michelle? What are you doing? Still praying. Still wishing for you to appear before me. Forever and ever and ever. And ever and ever and ever. Been praying for so long, don't even know how long it's been. Before you left, said you were going to pray too. Said you hoped we could meet again in another life. And I'm misremembering. Am I? Michelle, come back to me soon. Love you so, so very much. But my memories of you are starting to fade. What did your voice sound like? What kind of faces did you make? Where did you like to put your hands on me? I don't want to forget. I don't always remember. My memories of you are the only thing holding me together. But they're slipping away from me. How did you speak? What kind of things did you talk about? Losing all these memories. Please, Michelle, come back to me. Before I forget everything. My beloved master. The thoughts crossed my mind that maybe Morgana's guarantee that it would be reconstructed was just a lie to trick me into staying here, but I quickly discarded it. As if she had been lying, it would strip all meaning from my very existence. It'd take me for my purpose for being here, so I didn't want to accept that possibility. I had no choice but to persevere in my belief that you would return. I'd always thought that I'd be alright, and my faith would never waver. Still believed in myself. But you can be the happiest, most optimistic, resolute person in the world, and it will still break eventually. As at the point where even the slightest tap would shatter me into fragments. Prelude, the first visitor. 1591. I assume this is when Mel's grandfather gets the place. I think. That sequence, assuming it's over now, really reminded me of Umineko. Episode 6, like the whole logic error thing. Specifically how Lambda, Delta, and Berncastle described it. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. Well, should I call it there? Yeah, that's been anticlimactic. Let's keep going. Several hundred years after I was enslaved within the mansion, something changed for the very first time. Sunlight, which I had not seen in all that time, shone in from outside. How about that? First, I did not believe it was real. She's just been waiting for 12 hours. I thought it was an hallucination born of my inner desires. But I thought I must have completely lost it for my fantasies to have escaped my mind. But it didn't matter if it was all an illusion. The gentle breeze blowing in through the window felt wonderful. The smell of grass, the chirping of birds, the glistening blue sky. It's like 1,000 memories rushing back all at once. It brought tears to my eyes. The time has come, Giselle. It's time for you to get to work. As she always did, the witch's voice crushed my elation, dragging me back to reality. Reveling in the sight of the outside was the last thing I should have been doing. For it was that moment that began my true decline. Work? What kind of work? Have you already forgotten? Oh, good heavens. Do you have your head on straight, my dear? As I said, I need to watch over the house. And show your utmost hospitality to those who show up. Is someone This is merely an appetizer. Looks like someone's here. Hold on. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Do the same thing you have been doing. Be a maid. Convince the house's guests that this is a wonderful place. Make them enjoy their stay. Now go on. Quite looking forward to this. The bar has been removed. But will the door open? For so long, the door had refused to budge. For so long, light had forsaken these halls. For so long, there had been no trace of life. And now, all of that had been turned on its head. It felt like it had stepped into heaven on earth. I know it sounds melodramatic, but please don't laugh. It was almost certainly a perfectly ordinary slice of nature. Leaves and grass rustled in the wind, flowers specked the earth. And in the distance was a city I didn't recognize. Wondered where I was, of course, but I neither shouted nor jumped in surprise. Instead, I found myself accepting of my circumstances, as unnatural as they might have been. So standing there idly before the entrance, a carriage rolled up. How do you say that? Egad? Could this road be any bloody worse? It's in dire need of paving on top of everything else. And who might you be, young lady? That outfit? He's speaking a different language. The middle-aged man approached me. From his attire and the way he held himself, he appeared to be upper class. However, the words coming out of his mouth were not in the language I had grown up speaking. Could this mansion have moved somewhere far, far away? Naturally, I had no idea how such a thing was possible. Oh, but I did call that. I mean, it made it pretty obvious in door 3. But I mean, I guess we can say it's confirmed now. The longer I stood there staring at him absentmindedly, the more incredulous he became. My immediate mission was to overcome the language barrier. Fortunately, I suppose, I was able to understand bits and pieces of what he had said. As merchants in the capital, my family did business with people from other countries. As a result, I had learned a handful of words. The problem was, it had been so long I had no confidence whatsoever in my ability to hold a conversation. I'm a servant. Servant? Can't say I remember asking for a lady servant. And suppose these things do happen. Doesn't much matter who they send. Who are you? You weren't informed? Bloody heck, off to a great start, I see. Well, what can you do, I guess? Name's Hayden Rhodes. Yeah, his name's Mel Rhodes. So that's his grandfather, presumably. Just a retired old man. As I'm sure you already guessed, this man was the Rhodes siblings' grandfather. I'm a genius. It is the first person I served under as the maid. Okay, I think I'll call it there. I've been looking for a good stopping point for the house in Fata Morgana for a while now. So like I can play some other games for a while. And I think I'm about each one. Because if I keep going, it's gonna reach the, like, it's like, boo, boo, like, we're like on the right here right now, and it's about to get there right here. You see when I'm gesturing with my mouse. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back next time with some more of the house in Fata Morgana. I'm gonna go play, like, Fire Emblem or The Letter. One of those. Not sure which yet. So I'll see you guys next time. Oh, wait, it stopped recording. Bye!